guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be doing oxtail, and it's beef oxtail. So I'm going to do that video. I'm going to show you the ingredients that we're going to be needing for this video. I might look a bit tired in this video, but I've been doing a lot from yesterday, but I need to get this video out of the way. So let's begin. So these are the ingredients. First, I have my salt, my garlic powder, black pepper, pimento, this is spice. This is not really necessary, but I'm going to add it to it. This is some cayenne pepper. This is not necessary. You don't have to add it to yours. And some all-purpose seasoning. And I'm going to need some thyme, scallion, onion, hot pepper, which is habanero pepper, garlic. This is onion powder. Maybe forgot to show you this onion powder, and we call this chocho. I don't know if you call it, I don't know if you know it as chocho. Maybe you know it as chayota or chayote. This, and sometimes I would add, yes, sometimes I would use like diced potatoes. But I don't have any potatoes, so I won't add no potatoes to this one. But these are the ingredients that I'll be using today for my oxtail. So this is the oxtail. This is the beef oxtail. This is the beef oxtail. So I'm going to wash it now. So I'm not cooking a lot. I'm just cooking small amount, you know, so I don't want it to waste, because we don't eat a lot here. So this is really fatty. I'm going to remove, I don't want to remove too much of the fat from it, because it also adds with the flavor. So I'm going to leave the fat on it. So, you know, but if you don't eat that part of the meat, all you do, you remove it when it finishes cooking. So I'm going to add my powdered seasoning on the meat. So I'm going to put a couple of the pimento. Yeah, about this amount. This look like maybe a dozen. Maybe it might be too much. So you notice I cook a small amount, but so even if you're cooking a large amount, this is how you'd have do it. This is the ingredients you'd have used on your oxtail. So I'm gonna crush this. So I'm going to use the spoon to crush it. So it is crushed. If you don't really like pimento, you don't have to use a lot. You just use a small amount, because it is fairly strong. So I'm going to work it in the meat now. So I'm going to add a bit of my sage leaf on it. It's not a part of the tradition, but I like sage, so I'm going to add it. Nothing is going to be wrong with it. So I'm flavoring it to how I like it. As you can see, I'm not adding a lot, just a small, this is about 1/4 teaspoon. But as I said, it's not a part of the ingredients, but I'm just adding just a little bit on mine. Alright, so while I'm leaving that to sit, so I'm going to leave the meat to sit for about 10 minutes or until I finish cutting those. So I'll peel my chocho and I'm going to cut up the rest of the ingredients and then we go over to the stove. So my pot is already preheated with the oil. The oil that I've used flaxseed oil. That's what I've used. Pouring a little bit more. And also I think I'm ready to pour in the oxtail. So as you can see, it's just a small amount of oxtail I'm cooking for my family today, and also for the purpose of this video. So even if you use a full amount, it's the same ingredients. You're just gonna add more ingredients, more of the ingredients to the meat. So I'm gonna add the meat to the pot. You might see it sizzle or hear it sizzling because I think it might be really hot. Yes, it's hot. So I add the meat to the pot. This meat look like it's too little bit for the pot, but that's okay. That's okay. So I'm gonna cover the pot. Oh, should I cover it? No, I'm just gonna let it sit there until it turns brown. So you see, to see if it turns. I'm gonna stir the pot now. Turn the meat on the other side. Guys, if you're hearing a lot of noise, it's my daughter, my baby girl. She decides she wants to be bad for me today. I don't know why, but she decides she's not making me do a proper video today. I'm trying my best, but she's just decided to make a lot of noise at the background, so please forgive me. So I'm going to flip the meat again. It's having the nice golden brown color, so I am going to leave it, for a little while and come back to flip. So I think it's ready now for me to put these ingredients, the onion, the scallion. So it's time for me to put in the onion, the scallion, the thyme, the garlic, and the habanero pepper. So as you notice, I have added the cayenne pepper, which I tell you before, it's not a part of it, it's not a part of the tradition, but it's only because I love spicy food, and my husband likes spicy food also. So, and if you notice, I just used 2 slices of the habanero pepper, just only 2 slices. So I'm going to add it to the pot so the meat can take on the flavor. So I'm not going to add the water to it as yet because I want the meat to take on these flavor. So I'm going to let this fry with the meat for about 10 minutes before I add the water. It's looking really lovely. It's looking really good. A close-up look. So I'm going to cover the pot. So remember, I don't add no water to it as yet. I am just letting the meat take on the flavor while it's frying. So remember, you add these to your pot when you see it's golden brown or close to golden brown. So I am thinking now that it is good enough. So I am going to be adding some water to the pot. And I did cover the pot. And I'm going to add, so I'm going to use, we call this broad bean, but you might know it as butter bean. Let me show you the can. So this is the butter bean. This is the brand I use. So you see it's butter bean. So I'm going to add it. You don't have to, if you don't eat butter bean, you don't have to add it to your pot. So I'm going to add it. So you know I throw off the water because we don't need to add it potassium and all those things. So I don't know if you're getting a good view. Let me make sure you are, because this is something for you to see. Right, so I had the broad bean, and I'm going to let the broad bean sit for 2 minutes, and then I pour the water. I add the water to the pot. This is looking so good. So I'm going to have the water. So this is going to take like maybe an hour and a half to cook. So this is, you see me have the water. This is how it's looking. Alright, so I'm going to let it cook for about an hour or until it becomes tender. So it might take less or it might take longer than an hour and a half. It's until it's become tender. I just get back from off the road. So I've left the pot to slowly cook. But guess what? Somebody messed with my pot. Somebody ate out some of the meat before I get back. And I can tell you, it's my husband. So I don't have the full pot of meat that you saw me cooking before. But I'm going to show you what left of the meat. So this is what left back in the pot. And this is the finishing touch. So, and this is my husband's plate. See, he cleaned his plate. So he ate it with white rice. And he said it tastes really good. So this is your oxtail. This is the finishing product. Yes, can't get any better than this. Anyway, as I tell you, my husband come and devour almost the whole entire pot. But so you see me put my seasoning. You see me put black pepper. I put garlic powder, onion powder, and I put just a little bit of cayenne pepper powder, but that's not a part of the tradition. I just include that because I like cayenne pepper. I like spicy food. So even though I put the cayenne pepper, I did just slice just 2 slices of habanero pepper to it. I sometimes would use potato, diced potato also with it, and bean. And a small amount of meat. I use about 4 pieces or 5 pieces of oxtail. But even if you have a lot to cook, you season your meat the same way, add your ingredients, and you'll get the same outcome if you follow this video. So guys, thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to watch my video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, Subscribe if you are new to this channel. Please turn on your notification bell also, so as soon as I upload, you'll see my video. See you in my next video. Bye.